Hey, I'm Brett with Champion Nutrition, and I am in Newark, New Jersey for the Team Universe NPC competition, and I am with this fine gentleman. What's your name, sir?
Mark McLeod.
Mark McLeod. And Mark McLeod is competing this year in which show?
All South, November 5th, St. Augustine, Florida.
Yes, what division are you doing?
I'm doing the Masters. I'm an old man. I'm 41, so I got to stick with the Masters. I can't keep up with the young boys. I should be super heavy.
Yeah. And if you haven't noticed, Mark McLeod is known for these pythons here. So can you give us some tips on how you get these done so pumped up and so big?
Tips. A lot of hard work. Diet is the key. Your diet definitely has to be on track in order to get good results. A lot of people think you go to the gym and just do machines. That's not the case. You got to eat good, you got to eat smart, you have to eat the right things, and you have to train smart as well. I don't train crazy heavy. I make sure I stick to my form, and I keep an eye on exactly what I'm doing.
Now, if I could ask you, what were the top supplements that you would use that you could never go without? What would they be?
Well, I definitely take Pure Whey by Champion Nutrition. I live on that. I supplement my protein with that so I can get more protein in. And for my post-workout, I take Metabolol. And the reason why I take Metabolol has everything in it for me after I train, as far as my branched chain amino acids and everything I need to replenish my body. And I stick to a good meal plan. That's pretty much it right now. And my branched chains, my multis, and my omegas, but those are basic.
Now, if there's someone that's just starting out and wants to compete, what's the recommendation that you would give them just to kind of get them on the right track as for diet or for training? Someone who might not know anything about.
Well, I would tell them is first, get your diet on track. That's the key. Forget about the weight. Forget about going to the gym 8 days a week. Get your diet on track. Sit with somebody that can educate you how to eat properly, your nutrition, how many carbs you should take a day, how much protein, when to do certain things, and then also have somebody walk you through properly how to train. You see so many young kids in the gyms these days doing things wrong, lifting heavy weight but not doing it properly. Then they wonder why 6-7 months later they make no gains. So if you eat right and you have somebody show you the proper way, you'll be so much farther ahead. Like in the beginning of my career, I trained wrong, I ate wrong, and now I'm finally on track where I need to be.
So what's an example of a good carb? Is like pizza dough a good carb?
No, good carb.
Ice cream?
For me, I like sweet potatoes, dry baked potatoes, and brown rice. And every so often, whole wheat pasta.
Now, what are your thoughts on the whole blood type diet? Is that something that you follow?
I don't follow it for me personally. I don't know that much about it. I read a couple books, but for me personally, I know it works for me. I'm more of a moderate carb guy, higher protein. That's what fills me out. I don't need a lot of carbs. I eat moderate. If I take too many carbs, I get too heavy and I get too out of whack.
We can't get them out of whack. Now, a lot of people
Can't do that.
who always have their idols that they look up to and want to kind of gain that physique. Is there anybody that you have admired or followed their journey into following their footsteps and competing?
Well, in the past, I've always admired like Flex Wheeler, Sean Ray, a lot of those guys, because they have pretty physique, they have pretty lines, they pose well, they're not too big, they look really good. I think Phil Heath he's another one. He's got a great physique, he's up and coming. I think he's going to do well in the sport. And back to Lee Banks, I think Lee's got great potential. He's got a great physique. He's not overly big. He doesn't have that muscle head appearance. And these guys pose well, they look good, they're round, they're big, they're muscular. And I think that's what bodybuilding is. To me, bodybuilding is a straight physique contest. Who looks the prettiest? Victor Martinez, he's another one. He looks great. These guys got round muscle bellies. You can tell they work hard. So that's who I would love to be like, as my time comes closer and closer.
What is the hardest thing that you think in your journey while competing?
It used to be diet, but you get accustomed to the diet. You get accustomed to eating a certain way, and you really don't want to go off course because it's so hard. A lot of times it's certain trainings, depending on if you have a weak body part, really focusing in, or hitting certain machines that you don't want to do, that you know you have to do. So that could be difficult, but it's all part of the game.
Anything with personal life? Is there anything kind of keeping a balance there? Is it ever challenging?
No, not for me. Balance is I have a great wife. She's supportive. I have 2 kids, so my daughter's looking forward, to seeing me compete. So I can't complain. But balance is the key, because if I don't have them in line, then it throws me out of whack. So I gotta make sure home's taken care of.
So Mark, are you working with anybody in specific for training?
Yes, I am. I am working with one of Champion Nutrition's athletes, Lee Banks. He's a top pro. Great guy. He's really taken me under his wing. What he's done for me specifically, he's guided my diet, literally, specifically, how many carbs, what to eat. See, I need that. I need somebody to tell me exactly what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat. And he's really, really good with that. He's in the process right now of changing up my diet, so I'm going to take different carbs in for the next few weeks before I start dieting. So he's a great guy. He's been with Champion for a couple of years now. And you know what? You can tell he cares about what he does and what supplements he takes. And everything he recommends is all Champion, and I gotta say, they're good products.
So how far until you diet out for the show?
I think we're gonna start dieting like mid-August, around there. So I'm gonna take the next few weeks till then and try to pack on some weight, but properly. He's real big on doing cardio in the off season. He's not big on just shooting up the scale 10, 15, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, and then it's more difficult to come down from there. So I'm trying to put on better quality, so I'm still doing hour cardio a day, I'm training twice a day, morning and night, and I'm eating.
What are you doing for your cardio?
I just incorporated the big stepper, the big stairs. Ooh, that's tough, but usually I do that.
He also told me that he does jazzercise too, so don't let him think that he
Really? Listen, not me.
He was doing a little jazzercise to get him physical, if I recall.
I used to do spin class.
Hey, that's
whatever,
great for the booty.
listen, whatever works. I got to do it all.